the same on the chair, but we're doing it like this on the chair. But you have it in the temples. You have it pushed down, and we're working into the stomach 7. Okay, you can work on to the jaw and do a sweep back. Scoop. Okay, so this is technically pushing technique, but pushing, pressing technique will evolve into it. So I'm just showing you guys this little face sequence. So up, around, knead and press here. Swoop down, push down, knead, or kneading, pressing here. And you can hold. So technically pressing is holding. Okay. And right down at the corner there, you got stomach 6 as well. Come back. Okay. You know, pressing at the. Yeah, we talk about gathering bamboo, right? Was that no? And I get getting classes mixed up. So here, pressing in here. It'll give you a little bit of a headache sensation. It'll make you feel like you're getting a headache.
Just using your second and third fingers?
Yeah. If it's too intense, use your ring finger.
Okay.
A little bit more. Okay, and then I usually swipe out the eyebrows again. Li-20, welcome fragrance. This one, okay. This one I usually want to move with it because sometimes when you just press into Li-20, it can cause the sinus passage just to block up. So there. Okay. Swing to the back. So this is a hold. It's technically pressing, but it's a hold. You okay? So my fingers, you know, for the effectiveness, I tend to bunch my fingers, and I'll start at the occiput there, where GB16, and I'll hold like here at GB16. Press in there. That point helps calm the mind. Mm-hmm. It's a little. It's quite a bit more firm than craniosacral. It doesn't have to be, but yes, craniosacral is very similar, except for the lighter touch. And I move out to bladder 10, pressing and holding there. Then I'll come out to 20. And depending on what fingers you feel are strong enough, sometimes I'll go and stack like this. It works really well for getting, you know, reinforced. That's our new sign.
We'll all get it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the massage thing. It's the massage thing. You wouldn't understand. Okay. Yeah, so gallbladder 20 is really tight in here. Dissipates. So with pressing, that sort of thing, that's where it slows the things down. It's a little more yin. Starts to get into, you know, having people breathe through, you know, some of the tenderness. So allowing their body to just relax into it. It's not exciting work, but
So do you feel it relax then whenever he does?
yeah, I feel it soften, and also I feel like a therapeutic pulse that will come, and it's starting to come. So it's probably dissipating a little bit for him. I don't know. How are you feeling? So usually when you feel the pulse, that therapeutic pulse, it starts to dissipate for them as well, and that's really pretty consistent. So it's your energy connecting with theirs, you bring in blood flow to the area. for him, if I was doing treatment, I'd probably go in a couple times because this would benefit him to release this without causing too much pain. Then that on point, that flat, the flat bone of the mastoid process. So right there. Okay. All right, we don't want to put him to sleep, so we won't hold that one too long. In slow, out slow. Okay, triple warmer. Triple warmer, wake him back up. Doing okay? Is it tender? And also, that's why sometimes it's like an instinctual thing. I do start doing more nourishing, like the little round rubbing, because when you direct pressure, sometimes can be real intense. So that it kind of softens things and allows them to kind of get used to the pressure, and then you can go back in. Okay. So there you have that. We can do. Oops, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I'm jumping right. As I just said, going slow. So go by 20. What we just did. This is all pressing. Okay. And again, if you need to like. If you need, go right ahead. Those shoulders running away. So paying attention to body language too as you're doing pressure points.
I didn't have any control over that either. That's my
Oh, really?
So
So
that's
we got a little trigger. What's that?
gallbladder 21 right there?
Yep. 21. Did I say 20?
You said 20.
Yeah,
yeah.
21. 21.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh my God, I thought I had no. So same thing, you would want to, to release. So it's using pressure points. You guys you'll touch back in on pressure points once you get in point location. So acupressure, so we really get into reinforcing that a lot. So, okay. So pressing, let me not change it up too much here. Shoulder scapula. Yeah, this had to go face down. I won't start jumping in now. Okay, so who's your thing? You go ahead and read, would you? Starting with the scapula, shoulder pain.
Client is prone, use side of thumb and femur eminence, or heel of palm or whole palm. Lay length of thumb alongside vertebral border of scapula. Apply pressure down and under scapular border. If you need to add extra pressure, use one hand over the other.
So.
Use body weight to supply the additional pressure.
Okay, so right here, I usually always go with the reinforcement, with that over the hand over. So it's saying go on the border, right? Medial border of the scapula. Okay, so you get at this angle, so right here. And I'm using this top hand to actually do the work. Okay, so that's just pressing into that. How's the pressure?
Good.
Pressing. And this hand is just kind of cupping the scapula, moving it away. And so you just kind of get to press and kind of hang out. Suppressing is a little different. You're suppressing, you're gonna sit there for quite a while. It's still really the same thing. Pressing, suppressing, same technique. Okay.
Sorry, I got edge of my nose.
So you work your way from the superior angle and down, pressing.
Are you using your thumb underneath that?
Yeah, it's right in here. So I'm just literally pushing up. So now here, be careful with bringing the thumb up too high because you'll hyperextend that joint. So you do want to keep your angle appropriate. Okay, so flush with the whole palm and thenar eminence. That's what they're saying. Thenar eminence is this. Is that
Yeah.
thenar?
Mm-hmm. I did say it right.
Yeah. I think so. I don't know. Some people say, tomato. Some people say tomato. Depends on where you're from. So this is all just pressing. Okay? Pressing along that scapula. Okay? You can change the hand up. So this hand, the thumb is pointing down here, and now I'm here. So now I can press all along here. So I'm just using my body weight and sliding away on the slippery floor. And I'm just working my way up all the way till I get to that little V groove before the chromium process where the clavicle and the scapula meet.
This is the shoulder that I clipped the laid line and swim team and had the screw put in.
Oh, okay. Is this pressure okay?
Yeah, it's good.
So you probably you tend to get a little tighter in through here because of that instability there. So pressing on shoulder like so. Okay. What's next?
Lumbar area, client prone, use, is that supposed to say bottom palms or
Okay.
one over the other or side by side? Stand your head facing client's feet, apply pressure. Start light, going deeper.
Okay. So.
Relax pressure in knee area.
Okay. So that's showing that. Let me do a little bit here for him so that we can come outside. So.
Mhm.
Sorry. So this one's not like a heavy skill driven technique. You just need to know how to place your hands and make sure any feedback. If your thumb is feeling funky doing it, then you know that, maybe you're pushing that joint a little much. Change up to see what hand works best. So, now you can also just push with palm and just push or press palm right there. You can also press palm up there. So we did. It should be on there. If it's pushing all the way down the back, maybe it's later.
Start light, going deeper, relax pressure in knee area. Repeat sequence.
That's for lumbar, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll show you guys lumbar in a sec, but, so now that sequence, you know what I mean, so you're gonna push. So I'm going along the spine, one hand over here, and pushing out here. Is that pressure okay?
Under his scapula?
Yeah, so I'm actually kinda just the whole area, so now I'm kinda going for more erector, spinae, muscle here, and like rhomboid. So it's just the general area, so I'm not going, the thumb pressing was to get under the scapula.
Are you taking any more clients? Take my money, please.
Here. Okay, so you go work your way all the way down. And we press all the way down, all the way down. Same thing. Don't worry, I'm gonna come back to the lumbar. Okay. Same thing, so now it's pressed down and the pull towards you. Release. Press down and the pull towards you, like you're getting out of a swim pool.
Yeah.
Okay, like you're getting out of the pool. You have to, and if you're a swimmer, you had to do those dips on the side of the pool.
Yes, we did.
Tons of them.
Okay.
They're actually very good. That was very good strength. So again, we're here. So this is where these techniques, pressing techniques with your table. A bit lower, you see on one of my
It
toes.
also says sciatic, apply pressure to GB30.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. That's so do that separate. I'm showing you with palm first. So you got pushing with fingers, palm, and that is go bar 30. What we're doing there, but we're gonna go for elbow when we do go bar 30. Okay, because it's a little bit more relaxing for your body and for theirs in some ways. Okay, calves get a little bit more tender, so be careful with that. Oh, I didn't do it there. And then also pressing with palm here. Feels really good, pressing. Okay. And the one we had before, the lumbar. Okay, so that's the lumbar. And you got down here, so you got with the lumbar with the palms. And you just have, it's just, you okay? And you just gently, slowly, and you're pushing down. And you want to be in that space. There are pressure points as well there. Bladder 23 and 54. So here. And this is also, we did kneading technique, you remember? So same idea. So if a person has that lumbar work, it's really a deeper fascial technique. Pressing really is because you're using your weight and your leverage, and you're just kind of waiting for their body to release. Suppressing is when you're waiting for the body to release. Pressing, we're pressing in and then releasing. Okay. Did I clarify that?
So suppressing is pressing and releasing.
Suppressing is holding and waiting for their body to their muscles to release. Pressing is I'm pressing and then I'm releasing. Pressing, like where I just push down the back, I press and release, press and release. It's a good sports massage technique as well. Okay. Did it say knuckles too, or anything?
I don't
It doesn't have the
think it
various.
says knuckles.
So I'm going to show you guys this. So this goes with now the gallbladder 30. So the way that you can do here now, if it's too much for you to lean over the table, you do it on the same side. So I'll show you both ways, but this is sort of just traditional. So we find the greater trochanter, okay, right here, and I'm going to find your coccyx. Is that okay? Okay. So we want to where the coccyx, right here, and so that line between here and there, we want to be a third up. So it's like literally you're just going from the greater trochanter and bumping up a bit into the dimple of the glute. Yep, you can contract your glute. Contract your glute. Yeah, there you go. So here's the dimple. So it's a little bit lower right there. And relax. Okay. From there. Okay, now take the elbow. You Justin show you guys?
Okay. Okay.
And then make sure you're not on the SI joint. You're right in between in that QL area. And then I'm hooking and I'm pulling towards me. Okay, and release. Press. Release. And in pressing, again, can turn into suppressing, because then I might press and then I might hold. You okay?
It's just a little tickly.
Oh, in the low back or the glute?
In the glute.
Okay. So we
I
gotta
put
take
a little more pressure in the glute though. Oh yeah.
Okay. So you have suppressing like that, okay? Or pressing.
That side of my hip and glutes have been hurting.
It's all that massaging you're doing.
I know, man.
Okay? So that's how to work that area. Obviously we would be treating it more if need be. So I'm going to go on the same side. Now you can also press in a couple different ways. So I'm here with the hand stable here, and I'm pressing here. Okay? See that? So with the elbow just like so.
You're still in the dimple.
I'm still, yep, same point, yep. This is a very popular point. A lot of PTs and everybody knows this, who knows this point. Now you can do it where if I'm already done with the back and I'm, now I can go in here with the other and then go in here. Or just, there again, there's pressure points that help with low back pain on the calves. So I tend to just rest that hand there, and you got it here. Okay, so that's pressing. Now you have it with the leg here, and we'll review this again when we do rotating technique. But this is one that you guys should be doing early on. You don't have to worry about the rotation part. Go in that dimple. So find that greater trochanter, that dimple, and then bring the foot towards you, and you're just pressing with your elbow. Release. Press. Release.
So probing that leg, does that just help you get in a little deeper?
So, great question. So what we're doing, now this gets into a little bit more kinesiology and anatomy, but what happens, we're actually stretching the piriformis muscle, okay? Because the piriformis gets stretched by internally rotating your leg, or more so after when the knee is bent, it gives a little more range. So it's stretching it. It seems counterintuitive because you're rotating this in, but the foot out, and it's stretching this because it's bringing this greater trochanter away from the sacrum. So that's stretching that there. You can do it with your knuckles, like so. You can do it with the tiger fist. Okay, all in what you you feel like their glutes are really dense and you need to get an elbow, you go there. That's the stronger, more seemingly common. Okay? And then just kind of pressing the whole glute, just to kind of come back and calm it. So when you guys are doing it, don't press on a person's gallbladder 30, like, and then just leave them, because their body, especially if it's tight for them, their back will get tight and everything else. So you want to do some clearing, I call it. So this here, I'm just pressing and kind of just pressing the whole glute. Nothing really specific, just going from the sacrum and out along with the fiber of the muscle. So you see the guy's glutes, fibers go from the sacrum and out. Okay? Okay, so you got that. You can do pressing on the hamstring while it's the muscle shortened too with one hand, like so. Okay. Alright, so same idea. This side so you can see. And this would not be as challenging for me if the table is the height that I usually work at. So again, that's why when you start getting into, the more you get into between, you'll start noticing at the table, you'll kind of prefer it a little lower, depending on what styles you're starting to get into. Some people like myself, I get into doing more range of motion, stretching, and suppressing and deep work. But some people don't necessarily want the table that low because they like to do more rolling and grasping and kneading and that sort of thing. So you may not, you may not need it to be. Yeah, he's got an involuntary clench there. Gallbladder 30, yeah. Here, at the glute, in the dimple of the glute. Yeah. And then this is just a little lower back added, because this hand is, doing nothing anyway. So, I mean, you can just, if you didn't want to press there, you could just go and just lean here like so. I tend to try to get as much done as you can. They got low back pain? General low back pain. If it's disc issues or anything like that, you're not, I don't want you jamming your elbows into people's backs, obviously. So, press them like so. Okay. Here. This way with the elbow, or that way. More specific for the point, you want to go that way. And yeah, if you see their glutes clenching up like that, you just back out. Just back out and then slowly ease your way back in and see if you can sneak in without it. Okay, so it's kind of fun. I mean, playing with. What do we have in here? And sometimes I might press if the whole glute seems tight, like a lot of athletes. Or people who use their glutes a lot, sprinters, things like that. I'll always kind of get the glutes a little loose before I start going in. Again, this is pressing. This is like a later stage technique in the sequence. So you're not saying that you couldn't jump right in and do it, but you just have to have a real steady, calm